Hey guys, today we are showing you how to make crock pot chicken chili verde.
Oh, we're having a whole lot of fun.
So good. Hey guys, welcome back to my camper kitchen. I am Cris.
And I'm Mikey.
From recipes@crock.com. We are here today to show you a recipe I've been trying to show you for a really long time. But lots of things have went wrong. Mainly, well, we do grocery pickup a lot of times. The first thing that went wrong was the people who packed our groceries gave us jalapenos instead of Anaheim peppers. So we had it was just a mess.
We forgot to get chicken broth.
And then we didn't have the chicken broth, and
We almost showed you how to make a pizza just because we didn't have anything. But
here we go.
About it.
I'm just gonna say, this is the chicken adaptation to the pork recipe that we love, and we've showed you guys how to make it both, I think, in the crock pot and the slow cooker. But the chicken version does taste quite a bit different.
It's still good, trust me. Or
yeah,
we wouldn't be telling you.
Oh.
She's been excited to tell you about this recipe because it really is good.
It's really good, and when I say it's different, I'm like, it tastes a lot different. It doesn't have the same kind of flavor. So that's what I mean. It tastes
like chicken.
Yes, and I'm sorry if you hear
the clickety-clack of the dog.
No, well, him, but there's also somebody sawing down a tree outside.
Well, where we are camped at right now, down in Louisiana, they had a big storm come through over the weekend, knocked down a bunch of trees. We got here just after it came in, so don't worry, we're safe. But now they're cleaning stuff up. There's a dude outside with a leaf blower. But
I thought it was a chainsaw.
Oh, there's a guy out there with a chainsaw too. But
okay.
At least we're not next to the shooting range like last time.
Yes.
Anyway, can we get to this recipe?
Yes.
I'm hungry.
We have 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs in the slow cooker. Seriously, Octavius. And you can use chicken breast if you would like, but we prefer chicken thighs.
You know what? I should be holding a camera because they don't know what's in here. Look, chicken thighs.
Yes.
How do you do?
Well, we would be holding the camera, but I'm pretty sure it's not charged, and
I forgot to charge our cameras.
we're just having a time.
Hot Mess Express right here.
Yes. So we've got our chicken in there. I'm going to let you go ahead and salt that. We are also going to be using a cup and a half.
I tried to do the whole salt bath thing and I just put it down my sleeve. I just assaulted myself.
Maybe that's some things you shouldn't do, dear.
That's evidently.
Okay, so we're going to put a cup and a half of broth over our chicken.
1 cup.
Yep, go ahead and
I like being the lovely assistant here.
Yes.
And a half a cup, which is another 4 ounces.
Then we have 16 ounces of salsa verde, which is the green salsa that you can find. Low carb folks, this is one of those things that it depends on the product, whether the carb count. So you check your labels and find the lowest carb count you can. So we're going to sprinkle that in there.
Hope you wanted the whole thing in there.
Yep. And then again, speaking about grocery delivery, is I ordered a 4-ounce can of green chilies and they gave me a 7-ounce can, but it's soup. We're going to put it all in there. It'll be fine. So, there we go. Then we are going to do 2 tablespoons. Can you measure it in your hands? 2 tablespoons of minced onion and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic.
Might help if I get the right hole. 2 tablespoons of onion. 1, 2.
We're also going to just toss in half a stick of butter, so that would be 1/4 of a cup. Throw that away. And then we've got all of our seasonings, and we've got 2.
1 and a half.
No. I think only 2 pieces fell on the floor, so let's try to...
I think you clean that table.
You could either do this with Anaheim or poblano peppers. No, Aki, no.
Oh, you'll be drinking water for a week getting that heat out of there. Got it.
This soup will get made.
We are driving the struggle bus.
Okay, so you're going to do 2 peppers chopped up into kind of bite-sized pieces, so that way people who don't want to eat them can kind of eat around them. And then we've got 6 slices of crisp bacon, crumbled up. You're going to go on and toss that in as I explain what's in here. I've got all my spices in here. I've got a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of chili powder, and we're going to pretend it's a tablespoon of cumin, but you know it's probably more like 2. So that's all of our spices, and we're just going to kind of sprinkle those over the top. This is going to get stirred quite a bit before it's served.
Do I want to stir it beforehand too, or just leave it like it is?
You can leave it until things start melting and melding, and then we'll stir it later. Okay, lid goes on. Now, traditionally, I would like to cook this on low for probably 4 to 6 hours, but
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
We've been struggling, guys. So I'm going to pop this on over to high, and then at about 2 hours, I'm going to start checking it, but it's probably going to be closer to 3 hours when that chicken becomes shreddable, because that's what we're looking for.
Which also is another reason why we like to use thighs, because if we need to cook something on high, we'd rather do thighs than breasts, because we don't want the chalky breasts.
Yes, exactly. So we will be back in 3, 2, 1.
Boom! And we are back, and of course we have traded places now.
Yes.
So the lovely cameraman can go to work here.
So we did stir this. This is about 3.5 hours on high, and the chicken is tender enough to shred, as Mikey likes to say.
You know it's edible when
it's shreddable.
That's exactly right.
So I'm just grabbing the chicken thighs out of here so we can shred them up with 2 forks.
Look at them peppers. The peppers are so good.
And meanwhile, while that's happening, you can start shredding. I'm going to stir in a cup of sour cream to make this a little bit creamier.
Tell you what.
Yes.
You can. That steam has got those peppers.
Mm-hmm.
It is clearing my sinuses.
Aren't you glad I didn't use the jalapenos?
I'm very glad you didn't use the jalapenos.
Now we have all these jalapenos we don't know what to do with. Well, you could make poppers with them, I bet.
We could make jalapeno poppers with them.
There you go.
I'm not much for those kind of peppers because they're so nosy.
Oh.
They like to get jalapeno business.
Oh my word. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we are going to stir in about a cup of sour cream. I'm not going to dirty up another measuring cup to make that happen. I know it's about...
I'm glad, because I really didn't want to have to wash that.
Uh-huh. And so I'm just going to just slosh this around until it melts into my sauce. There we go.
Aki's down there going, please drop something for me. Please drop something for me. Dude, I don't think you're going to want to be a part of this stuff here.
So, in speaking about also being at the mercy of whatever your grocery store has, we wanted to buy some avocados and limes to make our own homemade guacamole to kind of lump on top of this, and that's what we normally do. Either that or we just serve it up with avocado and lime and sour cream, and that's kind of the topping for this. However, the avocados over there on the table,
they're not ready.
They're hard as rocks, so we're going to have to wait for them to come to the ripened state so that we can actually make guacamole with it.
Oh, I should have bought a banana and put them in a bag with a banana.
It's okay. It's okay.
Because you know why? Because there's ethylene, and it comes out of a banana and helps to ripen other fruits. The more you know.
So what Mikey grabbed was a little bit of pre-made guacamole. It's not going to be as good, I'll just be honest.
Her guacamole's a
My
lot better.
guacamole's a lot better. But it'll work.
The limes are good.
Yes, and what Mikey's going to do is squeeze the juice of the lime all over that chicken. You don't have to do that. We just like that before it gets stirred back into the soup.
Grab this. This is not the use for a steak knife, but...
Oh my goodness.
You have to make do sometimes.
We're going to get all kinds
I'm
of...
like MacGyver here.
MacGyver on his way to the emergency room. Do you want a juicer, dear?
I didn't know that was back there. Now I'm going to have to wash this.
Okay. We all heard that, right?
You want all that lime on there?
I want all that lime on there.
She's all about that lime. About that lime. No lemon. Alright, well, do as you say, my dear. Oh, that's going to make my fingers smell good anyway. Alright, that lime is now on that there chicken.
Alright, now let's mix it back in, and soup is ready.
That's my favorite part of the show. How about you? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Put that.
Okay.
Come out pretty clean there.
Yep. Just save that, and we'll put the leftovers of the soup in there.
Ah! Hey, but while we're at it, I found me some bacon.
Alright, this is nice and ready, guys. It is so good. Alright, give me the bowl.
Right.
Grab this.
I'll use this spoon.
Now, what we would normally do is serve this with a dollop of sour cream and a dollop of guacamole, slice of lime, but since we're kind of improvising here,
We'll put a little guac on top.
he's going to put some guac on there, the pre-made stuff, and I'm
Oh,
going to
I totally could have sliced up one of those limes and put it on there for pretty presentation.
It's okay.
But
Alright, well, it is what it is. We are going to
check that out. Okay. That is still a good looking dish right there.
Yes, yes.
And you think that's a good looking dish. Look at that. Check that lady out.
Goodness. Alright, well, while you're busy,
It's called brownie points, y'all.
you're busy being silly, we are going to go ahead and give this a taste. Be careful, it's really hot.
Peppers. Wait, there's a.
I can't explain the difference.
Chicken's falling.
I love it with pork.
I got it.
He's like jerking the plate out of my hand. I love it with pork, but chicken has such a kind of different, but it's still really, really good.
It's like a comfort food.
Yeah, I could totally have this one week and have the pork the next week and be completely content and be like, oh, those are two different dishes.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And it gives you that south of the border flavor. It's not super, super hot. Those peppers do add a little bit of heat, but she pulled all the seeds out of them.
Yep.
And again, you were using the Anaheim chilies. If you use a jalapeno or a habanero or anything like that, you're going to get a lot more heat. Those Anaheims, they're pretty tame, but they do give a little bit of heat. It's a good heat. It's not super hot at all. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, if you like this video, we'd love for you to give us a thumbs up. If you're not already a member of the Crock Posse, we'd love for you to join our slow cooking, crock potting, foodie loving, RV traveling family. Just click subscribe down below and you become a member of the Crock Posse.
Also, if you want to know as soon as we put up a new video, click that little bell down below. What do we call that?
The ding-a-ling.
That's right. Click the ding-a-ling and we'll let you know as soon as we have a new video up. We put them up all the time. And whatever you do, laugh often.
Eat good food.
And speak life.
Bye, guys.
Hey, take that back.
Hey, now.
It's really good.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon link below.